Adam Friedman, Rivals.com, here at the Charlotte Rivals camp with big-time 2026 Rivals 250 defensive end, outside linebacker, whatever you want him to play, Zion Elee from Maryland. Zion, your recruitment has been blowing up. You got Georgia recently. Penn State was an early offer for you. You were just over at Maryland. What's it been like to kind of gauge this process as things really start to pick up for you?
I mean, it's just like a surprise. Like, this ain't never happened to me. You know, as for all these schools to be rolling in, coming out to get me and stuff, it's a blessing.
Yeah. Well, you've been on a few visits so far. You were just up at Maryland the other day. The local school, I guess it's not so local for you. You're north of Baltimore. It's a bit of a drive down to College Park. But what was it like to be on campus and get to see the coaches and talk with everybody there?
I mean, it did feel good, like, especially since it's right next to home. That would probably be the most suitable college for me going on in my college years and stuff.
Who are you close with over there?
Really the recruiting assistant, actually.
Oh, yeah.
I talk most with the recruiting assistant.
Okay, cool. That relationship pretty good so far? I mean, you're just a 2026 guy, so you got some time, but is that relationship pretty strong?
Yeah, we've been talking every week.
Okay. Penn State's a school you visited a few times so far. When you go up to Penn State, what makes you feel comfortable up there?
Really the environment and coaches and the way like that. I be watching their practices and the way the defensive ends are being trained. I really like it over there.
How often have they talked to you about Chop Robinson?
Pretty often, actually, since he's entering the draft.
Yeah. How about Abdul Carter, too?
Him too.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Georgia, too. I mean, that was a big offer for you. I know you're pretty interested in the Bulldogs at this point, but what makes you so interested in those guys?
Because they beat my favorite team, Alabama, twice.
Okay. Who do you talk to over in Athens?
Really, the outside linebackers coach. That's probably it for right now. But I've been communicating with the assistant player personnel. He reached out to me.
Have you been on campus yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, well, we'll see when that's going to happen. I know you have a visit coming up to South Carolina later today. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you expecting to see down there?
I'm expecting to see a big campus because, it's bigger down here.
Okay, who do you talk to over there?
I haven't really communicated with anybody else other than Sterling, Coach Sterling.
Okay, the defensive line coach?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What do you know about him? What's your first impression of him?
I mean, it's a good impression. He really wants me to come down here since I'm in the area and stuff. So I feel like he's going to treat me right today.
All right. Any other schools you really want to get out to here in the near future?
Alabama.
Yeah. You mentioned it was your favorite team. Who do you talk to over there? Anybody in particular?
I haven't talked to anybody, but they are on my radar, and I'm on their radar too.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. All right, 2026 Rivals 250 defensive end Zion Elee. We're going to hear a lot more about you during the recruiting process. Thanks so much for making the trip here.
You're welcome, sir.